Yeah, Stella, baby. Finna get right. Here we go. Yeah, listen. I ain't really trying to hold too much pride. Feeling like Michael, how I beat those odds. Yeah.
Welcome to your 7 minutes of daily dose of positivity. You have your host here, who is Brittany Boss Up, and today we're going to be talking about letting go of regret. Okay, it is time for you to let it go. So again, this is your 7 minutes daily dose of positivity. As we know, the average person thinks anywhere between 10 to 60,000 thoughts a day. And out of those thoughts, 85% of those thoughts are negative and 90% of those thoughts are repetitive. And that's why it's important for us to make sure that we are doing the best that we can to stay positive. You might be wondering, who am I? I am Brittany Bossup. I am an international keynote speaker. I am a podcaster, an author, a licensed professional counselor, and the list goes on and on. And I am coming to you today to talk about letting go of regret. So, before we get into it, we have a quote. It says, regret is the anchor to your progress. Let it go to set yourself free. Woo, let me read that again. Regret is the anchor to your progress. Let it go to set yourself free. And so when you think about an anchor is holding you, it's pulling you, it's weighing you down. But the minute you detach from that anchor, oh my goodness, you are now free. And so it starts with you. You have to be willing to say, you know what? I no longer am going to allow this weight of unforgiveness, this weight of whatever it is that I've been holding on to mentally, physically, spiritually. I have to let it go. Because the minute you do that, that's when you're able to walk in your greatness. Isaiah 43:18-19 says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. And so now it is time for you to press forward. Do the things that you've always desired to do. And so as a therapist, I always want to leave you with an actionable step. I want you to write down one regret that you've been holding on to. And I want you to replace it with a lesson learned, because the reality of it is we have to replace those lessons, because if we don't, we're going to find ourselves doing things over and over and over. I have so many clients that come to me and they wonder, why am I in the same place that I was 10, 20 years ago? And that's because you kept doing the same thing. So don't let that be you. Write down what is one regret that you have that you've been holding on to, and I want you to replace it with a lesson learned, and I want you to vow to commit to never repeating that, because we have to learn from our mistakes. How else can we be better? I have a book called Unapologetically Divorced, and you can go to Your Transformational Healing today to get a copy of that book. And in that book, I have a chapter that's titled Let It Go. And so I'm going to read an excerpt from it. So it says, let it go. The title of this section is The Emotional Divorce. It's time to release the painful memories. So let it go. The emotional divorce is time to release the painful memories. You know the saying that when a woman is fed up, and I'm sure you've also heard the saying that it takes more than love to make a marriage last. But I'm here to let you know that how these statements resonate with you speaks volumes about what you've endured in your life. For many of us, these words hold profound meaning because they capture the strength it takes to release painful memories and make the difficult choices that life demands. Even when you know the decision is necessary, even when you know it's right, it doesn't mean it won't hurt. Whether it's raising children while trying to hold a marriage together, pouring everything into a relationship, juggling work, or showing up for everyone but yourself, you've likely reached a point where the weight became too heavy to carry. There are times when your heart and hands cling desperately to what your mind knows you should let go of. One analogy I often share with my clients is what I call the burning rope syndrome. And you've got to be willing to let that rope go. And so the more you hold on to that rope, the more it burns your hands. And so it's just like holding on to that anchor that we talked about at the beginning. We have to let that anchor go, because if we don't, it's going to keep dragging us back. And so what is it in your life that you are holding on to that you know that it is time for you to release? And only you know the answer to that. Make sure you go to Your Transformational Healing today, and I want you to download my self-doubt detox, 5 steps. 5 steps so you can just create the life that you desire. Get rid of all those things that are no longer serving you. So remember, go to yourtransformationalhealing.com and download 5 steps to self-doubt detox. And then I want you to take my self-care quiz so you can determine what is your self-care superpower. Because so many times we think we can handle it all, but then there comes a moment in our life that we're like, oh my gosh, I can't handle it. I'm reaching burnout. And if that's you, don't keep doing it. Don't keep wearing that weight alone. You are not alone. And if you would love to get a copy of my book, you can also find that at Your Transformational Healing. Grab a copy of my book called Unapologetically Divorced today. As we close, I want to leave you with an affirmation. I release regret and embrace the freedom to start anew. Take a deep breath in and release it. Deep breath in and release it. Affirmation. I release regret and embrace the freedom to start anew. I release regret and embrace the freedom to start anew. Keep that in the forefront of your mind as you go throughout your day today. And remember, no matter what is going on, you will have a great day, but it all starts with you.
Yeah, Stella, baby. Finna get right. Here we go.